A $100 million ship leaves port, fully loaded, right on schedule. And then, it stops. Not an engine failure, not a storm. It stops because somewhere, a warehouse is full, or there's no space at the dock, dead in the water. Now multiply that by thousands of ships, trillions of dollars of cargo, just sitting there, waiting. And that wait? It shows up in your grocery store, your car dealership, your front door. Prices rise, deliveries slow, shelves go empty. Not because the system broke, but because it paused. And here's the part no one talks about. The global economy doesn't stop because of wars or crashes. It stops because a port ran out of room. Stick with us, because what's hidden inside this system will change the way you see everything you own. Right here, on Hidden in Plain Sight. We imagine global shipping as constant motion, massive ships crossing oceans, containers moving seamlessly, goods flowing from one side of the world to the other. But that picture isn't real. These ships spend a shocking amount of time doing nothing, waiting at ports, anchored offshore, stuck in queues that stretch for miles, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days, sometimes for weeks. Why would machines built to move across oceans spend so much time standing still? Is it poor planning, bad weather, or something much deeper, built into the system itself? Because once you see what's really happening, you start to realize this isn't just about ships. It's about how fragile the entire global economy really is. For decades, the shipping industry chased one idea above all: efficiency. Bigger ships, more cargo, at lower cost per container. If one ship can carry 5,000 containers, why not build one that carries 20,000? And that's exactly what they did. Today's largest ships are longer than skyscrapers are tall, capable of carrying entire cities' worth of goods. But here's the problem. The ships grew faster than everything else. And ports didn't scale at the same speed. Upgrading a port takes years, billions of dollars, and massive infrastructure changes. So when these mega ships arrive, they don't just dock and leave. Thousands of containers, all needing to be unloaded, sorted, and moved inland. And that takes time. A lot of time. But even when the port clears, the delays don't end there. Because the port isn't the final destination. It's just a transfer point. Every container that leaves a ship needs a truck or a train. And if those aren't available, everything stops. The yard fills up. Once it hits capacity, the cranes stop, the ships stop, and the entire system freezes. But even then, it gets worse. One delayed ship doesn't just affect itself, it affects every ship behind it. Queues begin to form. Ships drop anchor and wait. 1 becomes 10. 10 becomes 50. 50 becomes a floating traffic jam. At one point, during the 2021 global supply chain crisis, over 100 ships were stuck waiting offshore. Not moving, not delivering, just sitting there. And then came the moment that showed the world exactly how fragile this system really is. One ship, the Ever Given, got stuck. And suddenly, hundreds of others couldn't move. Oil shipments delayed. Products stuck mid-journey. Global trade grinding to a halt. All because of one blockage. But that wasn't even the worst part. When the canal reopened, all those delayed ships arrived at their destinations. At the same time. Overwhelming ports, creating new queues, triggering fresh delays. It wasn't just a traffic jam, it was a ripple effect that lasted weeks. And here's what makes this system even stranger. These delays don't disappear, they stack. And sometimes, the delay isn't even physical, it's invisible. Paperwork, inspections, approvals, a single issue with documentation. can leave a ship waiting for days, sometimes weeks, burning thousands of dollars every single hour, while the cargo inside goes nowhere. But not every delay is accidental. Sometimes, ships aren't waiting by accident. They're waiting on purpose. When demand drops, shipping companies slow down, and they reduce speed to save fuel. They park vessels entirely. This is called laying up a ship, and during a downturn, dozens of ships can sit idle for months. Not broken, not blocked, just unnecessary. So when your online order takes 3 weeks, or your car delivery is delayed, or the shelf at your grocery store is empty, it's not just logistics, it's physics, economics, infrastructure, and human coordination, all colliding at once. The global shipping network is a fragile balancing act, and every single step has the potential to stop everything. The next time you see a container ship, just remember, it's not always moving. Sometimes it's just sitting there, costing you. Stick with us, because there's a lot more hidden in plain sight than you think. Right here, on Hidden in Plain Sight.